Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. This vlog it's about homemaking. Just made myself a cup of coffee and just planned my day ahead. Today I am gonna be busy making the following 3 products. I have collected quite a bit of goat's milk, so today I am making goat's cheese. We've got plenty. I'm also making a homemade yogurt, breakfast yogurt. So I've just put the leftover yogurt, a cup also from last week's batch, and the fresh raw goat's milk, and I've just put it in my Instant Pot, turned it on yogurt, and it's been ready in 8 hours. It's been sitting in the fridge overnight, so nice and cold. And we're going to use our organic Scottish oats. I'm gonna put some raisins in it today, chia seed, and my mixed seeds, that's mixed linseed and sunflower heart, some pumpkin seed in there. We're gonna put this in there as well, and I'm just gonna choose some kind of sweetener what I've got in the fridge. If not, we go to the pantry and grab some. And also I am making breadcrumbs, because the last 2 bread I made, it's okay but it's not perfect. So we're going to slice it, cube it, and I'm gonna blitz it, and we're going to dry it, air dry it on my agar, and make a delicious breadcrumbs. So if you are interested, you are welcome, friends. Let's go watch the vlog. I like to measure out the milk so I know how much rennet I need to put. I don't think so we need to put culture, because these are raw goat's milk and it's got a lovely layer of cream on the top. I'm going to put the milk up, and I'm going to heat this up for 86 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit before we're going to add the rennet. I thought I'm going to start with this project because this takes the longest, and while actually this is going to set the rennet in it, I can go out and do the morning chores. And by the time we finish and come back, we can do the next step. And while we wait on this to come up to temperature, we can make the breakfast yogurt. 10-liter goat's milk we have all together, and I'm just going to turn this on medium until this comes up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. We are ready to make the yogurt, so I'm just getting ready the jars. I like to use these small jars. Probably I'm gonna pop out to get some more. It's just a nice size for us for breakfast. And I'm going to fill this in with some oat first. I never measure things, so I just eyeball it. I like it when it's nice and firm. I've got some Victoria plum jam, some apple compote out, and some honey for sweetener. Bit of mixed chia seed and sunflower heart. Also, I need to keep my eye on that milk, make sure we mix that milk so it's not gonna burn. In cheese making, one of the most important tools is thermometer. This has been to the fridge, I just took it out not long ago, so it's still on very low. Yeah, it's only in the 50s. So we've got a way to go. Raisin next. chia seed. Bit of sweetener and a yogurt, and that's how easy to make our breakfast yogurt. And this will usually last us for nearly a week. So that's how I make it. I make it every week. I'll need 1 jar to leave some yogurt behind for our next week's batch. Okay, let's use the Victoria plum jam. The sweetener. Okay, and the yogurt. And fill it up. I use my little dibber to mix it. Make sure it's nicely cooperated. Fill all the cracks so we can fill it up right to the rim. Not quite, but you know what I mean. And our breakfast yogurt, this one is a strawberry jam on it. It's done. That's how easy it is to make. So I'm just gonna fill up all the jars and put this in the fridge so I can focus on the cheese and our next project to making breadcrumbs. Nearly finished making all these lovely breakfast yogurt, and it's only 8 o'clock, friends. So we are cooking on fire. We are doing really well. Our milk is now nearly up to a temperature. So we are going to put the rennet in. Okay, we have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 breakfast yogurt cans. I'm just adding a little bit of thermophilic for flavor. A good mix, and I'm ready to add the rennet. 10 liters, I'll add about half a teaspoon of rennet to this. Yeah. I've got a cup of water here. I'm just gonna measure out half a teaspoon of rennet. A good mix. And we're just gonna pour this in to the milk. And give it a good mix. It's very important with rennet to don't get this ready in the water a while before, only when it's ready to add to the milk. We need to give this a very good mix. Make sure everywhere cooperates, and then we're going to stop suddenly the motion, and then we won't touch this at least 40 minutes. This needs to set. Perfect. I'll put the lid on and leave it to it. So I'm about halfway mark to stir in this beautiful curd. As you can see, the whey separated lovely. So ideally I would like to stir this for half an hour and slowly bring it up to about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's 92, 93. I've got it on 1 because we don't want to heat this up quick. This needs to come up to temperature within that half an hour. So now this is the time to listen to something what you like to listen, or turn the telly on, or just have your quiet moment, because this needs stirring for half an hour. I am now getting very close to the 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna remove about 3 liters of this whey from this pot, and I'm going to replace it with fresh water. And then we're gonna heat that back up again to 100 degrees Fahrenheit and wait there for half an hour before we're going to strain, put some salt on it and put it in a cheese mold. I am ready to make the breadcrumbs, so I'm going to use up all this bread. I'm just gonna cut it. We are going to we're going to blitz this, so we don't have to be really accurate. It's just roughly, so it's easier on a blender. And you blend it for your liking. You know, if you want a really fine breadcrumbs, you just blitz it longer. If you want more coarse, you know, it's just up to you, how you and your family like the breadcrumb texture. And what I usually do, I'm just gonna put parchment paper on a baking tray and leave it on an agar, and within a day that dries for me, and I'm just putting it in a mason jar and leave it sometimes in a fridge, sometimes in a cupboard. I'm happy with the consistency of these breadcrumbs. I've strained the whey. So a lot more whey will come out. And now I'm going to add salt. And next we're just going to remove the curd from this pot, and I'm going to put it in the cheese mold. What I lined in with cheesecloth, and I've submerged the cheesecloth in that way. So take the same pH and not gonna stick. And this is our lovely goat's cheese, friends. Hi, Santika. You okay, my love? You came for some cheese? You like cheese, didn't you, my lovey? I know you do. You're licking your lip now. Mommy knows. I'm gonna take this to the cheese mold and press the cheese. Good girls. You good girls, we finished. It's all done. Yeah. Good girls. Good girls. Sit, sit. You good girls, you look pretty. Yes. Second time this should have just got a bee swarmed just under that little roof on the top of the house roof, under the tiles somewhere. So that is annoying. Good morning. It is the next day and our cheese at the moment it's looking like this. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to cover this up with some more kitchen towel and that can now go to the fridge. Smells wonderful. It only took a day for these beautiful breadcrumbs to dry. So now I'm going to put them in this lovely jar and we can use this up. So in one of our cooking days, maybe we can make fried cheese and chips with homemade ingredients. So I like ideally this cheese to be at least a week to 2 weeks until it dries out to that level and gets mature and tasty, that it makes an amazing fried cheese. So then we can use the farm fresh eggs and the breadcrumbs and make a lovely fried cheese and chips with homemade mayonnaise, friends. Okay, not to make too much of a mess. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Right. I can reuse this parchment paper. Nothing wrong with this. Perfect. And our lovely breadcrumbs, friends, it's done. I'm just going to write down what it is. So it's sourdough breadcrumbs. And I'm going to put the date 8/25. Because I've got some other ones to use up as well. There you go. Another project, it's done. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Cheese turned out brilliant, always handy having breadcrumbs on hand, and the breakfast yogurt is just the best. The next couple of vlogs I'm gonna carry on making homemaking videos and every bit counts challenge through the month of August, and we're gonna do the August garden tour and update on our holidays. So if you are interested, you are welcome, friends. But for now, bye bye.